Guardians of the Galaxy. Volume 3 is the third installment in the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise, directed by James Gunn. This film serves as the conclusion to the journey that began in the first movie, combining action, adventure, and emotional depth. The story follows the Guardians as they face not only external threats but also the ghosts of their past, with a strong focus on Rocket and his dark history. The beginning, Rocket's rescue mission. The movie begins with Rocket, the beloved raccoon-like member of the Guardians, being seriously injured. His critical condition triggers a flashback to his traumatic past, revealing the harsh experiments he endured under High Evolutionary, a villainous figure obsessed with perfecting life forms through genetic manipulation. These experiments have left deep psychological scars on Rocket, and as he faces life-threatening injuries, the Guardians must act quickly to save him. In their efforts to rescue Rocket, the Guardians come into conflict with High Evolutionary, who is bent on creating genetically perfect beings. The film unfolds as the team is forced to confront not only Rocket's painful past but also the present threat posed by High Evolutionary's dangerous plans. Rocket's past and the story unfolds. As the Guardians continue their quest to save Rocket, the film takes a deep dive into his backstory. We learn more about the brutal experiments Rocket endured and how these experiences shaped him into the emotionally complex character we know. Through flashbacks, we see how Rocket was a test subject for High Evolutionary, who sought to create a race of genetically superior beings. This backstory is pivotal in understanding Rocket's internal struggles. He is haunted by memories of pain and loss, and his journey to find peace with his past is at the core of the film's emotional depth. Despite his tough exterior, Rocket emerges as one of the most vulnerable and relatable characters. The villain, High Evolutionary. High Evolutionary plays a central role as the antagonist of the movie. He is a scientist who aims to create perfect beings by altering their genetic makeup. His obsession with achieving perfection leads him to create and discard countless test subjects, many of whom suffered painful consequences. High Evolutionary's approach to life is cold and detached, driven by his desire to control and manipulate the evolution of living beings. His plans for Rocket, who he sees as a failure, are a key part of the plot. High Evolutionary's cruelty and hubris make him a formidable enemy for the Guardians. He's a complex character whose motivations go beyond typical villainous desires. His actions are driven by a twisted sense of scientific advancement and pride. Character relationships and development. Although the film mainly centers around Rocket, it also explores the relationships between the other Guardians. Peter Quill, Star-Lord, is still reeling from the loss of Gamora in Avengers: Infinity War. However, the Gamora that appears in this movie is a version from the past, unaware of her relationship with Peter. This dynamic creates emotional tension as Peter must cope with his feelings of loss and the challenge of moving forward. Drax and Mantis also experience significant growth in this film. Drax, often portrayed as the comedic muscle of the team, shows a more vulnerable side, while Mantis continues to find her place within the team and her own sense of purpose. Even Groot undergoes a noticeable transformation as he continues to evolve from the childlike figure of the first movie to a more mature and self-aware member of the team. The climax, the final battle and sacrifices. As the Guardians close in on High Evolutionary, the film reaches its intense climax. A brutal battle ensues where the Guardians must fight to save Rocket and stop High Evolutionary's plans for domination. In this final showdown, each Guardian must face their fears and make sacrifices for the greater good. The emotional stakes are high, as the team members put their lives on the line to protect their own and to defeat the villain. The film showcases not only their physical strength but also their emotional growth, as they face the challenges of teamwork and the need for personal sacrifice. Ultimately, Rocket is freed from his painful past and the Guardians defeat High Evolutionary, bringing peace to their world. However, this victory comes with consequences, as the Guardians are left to deal with the aftermath of their battle. The ending. A new beginning. In the film's closing moments, the Guardians are left to rebuild their lives. Rocket has overcome his traumatic past, and the other characters reflect on how far they've come. This movie marks the end of an era for the Guardians, with each character reaching a turning point in their personal journeys. The movie ends on a hopeful note, showing that the Guardians are more than just a team. They are a family. The film leaves open the possibility for future stories, but it also serves as a satisfying conclusion to the trilogy. The movie's success and box office earnings Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was a major success at the box office, grossing over $845 million worldwide. The film exceeded expectations, both in terms of financial performance and critical reception. In the United States, it grossed over $350 million, while the international market contributed to the rest of its earnings. The movie's success can be attributed to its mix of humor, action, and emotional depth. The character's development and the gripping story made it a favorite among both Marvel fans and casual moviegoers. As a result, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 became one of the highest-grossing films of 2023, and a fitting conclusion to the Guardians trilogy. Conclusion: Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is not just a superhero film. It's a heartfelt conclusion to a story about family, loss, and redemption. The film's perfect blend of humor, action, and emotional depth makes it a standout in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The success of the film both critically and commercially reflects its universal appeal and the enduring love fans have for the Guardians. Whether you're a longtime fan of the series or new to the Guardians world, this film is a must-watch. Thank you for watching Film Reality. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and let us know in the comments which movies you'd like us to talk about next.